What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nomadic King channel. I'm James Showers, cleanest name in the biz, and today we're taking a look at collated screw gun attachments, DeWalt and Hilti. We're going to be taking a look at the old Hilti and DeWalt and the new Hilti and DeWalt. What do I got here? I got a little bag on the floor. And it's a Milwaukee bag. A dusty drywall Milwaukee bag. My wife is going to probably yell at me for putting on her table. Okay? So, got a few things in here. Got a DeWalt collated attachment. And a Hilti attachment. These are the old ones. Let's take a look at these real quick like. Alright. Now, they're pretty close to the same design. Metal tips. The DeWalt's kind of fatter. Looks a little chunkier. It has a screw adjuster right here that you can twist, and it'll kind of tell you if you're going to be going deeper or shallower. You also can push this button here and get the nose to come in and out depending on the screw length that you're going to want. And this one operates in about the similar fashion. You press this in and you can get your nose to go in and out for different screw lengths. It has from 1 1/8 to 2 inches. Okay, and it's screwing a screw depth holy. The screw depth adjuster is right here on the top, and both of them have these buttons basically to push, to put on and pull off. This one you actually have to make sure it's on, and sometimes it's kind of a pain. This is heavier. This one's heavier than this one, just by feel. Yeah, I can tell this one's heavier. It's bulkier. One thing I like about this is you can actually kind of get closer into corners. See that it's got a skinnier head than that, I feel like. And this one's rounded around this way, so sometimes you can kind of go back and forth. And this one's kind of got a flatter, just kind of angled on the sides. Alright. Well, that's the old model. I think these are out of production. They're gonna be doing some new deals here. What do we got? We have the Hilti, and you can see between the two that it's a lot smaller. Okay, a lot more compact. Now here's the deal with these. They have a different type of screw strip. Normally the strip of screws feeds through here and rolls into the head, and then every time this is pressed, as you can see, this little feeder gets engaged and then moves another screw up. Okay, this one, it'll have that same mechanism right there that's going up and down and feeding another screw. But this is going to just take a smaller strip of screws that's hard, that you can just pop right in there. And if you are doing shorter screws, you have a shorter shaft. There's a longer shaft. There's a longer shaft that goes on there. And if you're doing shorter screws, you've got a shorter shaft that's going to go on here. Okay? So there's two different shafts that you need to have with this attachment. I think Hilti is making that set of screws, but I'm sure you could get an off-brand that it's got the type of screws that pops in here. You know, I kind of like that it's smaller. The adjuster's right here for the screws, for the screw depth, and it still has those same little buttons right here. It's just a tighter design. Difference between the heads. What do you guys think? This one's almost, it's kind of weird. This one almost matches the way it is upside down. Have you guys had any experience with either one of the Hiltis or the sold DeWalt? Let me know in the comments down below. Now this is actually a prototype, I guess. So they've got this. They sent a few of these out, and they changed the spring in here, so it's got a better spring feel to it. But as you can see, this one's definitely at least bigger that way. I mean, it's really not. Kind of shadows. I don't know. It's bigger. There's a lot more of this than there is here, right? Now this takes the same feed screw system, and I think it is different than the old design by a little bit, just so these don't get jammed as much as with the thought behind that. Look at that, it's even bigger than that. It's even longer than the old one. Wow. I don't know what DeWalt was thinking, actually. It just seems so huge. So it's got a big head. What's this one look like? This one's kind of got this whole attachment right here. So how do you get it into some smaller, tighter areas? That might be a question there. This one, at least you can get the head somewhere small, right? And it's kind of a flatter surface here with just the angles. Almost kind of mimics more of the old Hilti design in comparison with the old DeWalt design. It has a screw feeder here, or I mean screw adjuster here, and you can see that it's got a little adjuster here with the depth pictured here. Same little buttons that go on and off. This one has the adjuster here, so this is gonna, oh, that's pretty smooth. I like that. It doesn't have it marked here. Like I said, this is kind of a prototype. I know they have these already, but this is a prototype because they're working on building a new, I think a new one or a better one anyways. But you know, this kind of is really mimicking this old design, old style. It's even, I mean, it's pretty big. This looks really cool. Like I said, it takes this different type of screw. I think it's a little less, but a lot of the guys are really preferring this from what I have been hearing. This, like I said, look how much longer is it by this? Whoa. So that's a lot more to push against the wall. So look at this. So you gotta push all the way down to engage, right? This one. Oh, is that the same amount of distance? I don't know. No? I don't know. What do you guys think? In the comments down below. Let me know what you guys want. You guys want one of these Hiltis? Or you guys want one of these DeWalts? You guys thinking about getting something totally different? This light, it's been blinding me this whole video. And that's basically it. I wouldn't go as far as endorsing either one of these. I mean, a lot of guys, it's kind of weird because DeWalt's not exactly low end, but it's a lot more commercial and it's easier to get. It's probably the more affordable of the brands, you know, not including the Ryobi and Ridge or something like that, you know, the box store brands. But this is the cheapest of the industry brands. And then this one's like the most expensive of the industry brands. But these are the two that are the biggest staples in the industry. Yes, Makita and Milwaukee have, you know, a presence. But these ones are normally all over the place because they're more affordable. And these ones are normally all over the place because they last basically for a long ass time. They're pretty, you know, like this feels durable. The plastic is pretty good. As with this, I mean, listen, it sounds like an old toy or something you got, you know. A little bit of jiggle. There's a little spring in there. I don't know. It's big. This one has maybe this attachment that might get in your way, but I think it's cooler. That's for sure. Do you guys like the older style? Oh, sorry for the noise. You guys like the older style? You guys like the newer style? I don't have the other types of collated attachments here in this video. There's plenty of other ones out there. I think there's third-party ones from Grabber and other brands to attach to different guns. You'd have to do some research, but this is probably going to be the new style with the hard clip, or they'll probably still keep the longer soft strips. Oh, wow, we got a little strobe light at the very end of this video. That means it's time to go. All right, listen, see you on the next video. Like, share, subscribe, and before we get strobed out again, peace. And I'll see you in the next video.
The cleanest name in the peace.